In an industry powered by green screens, CGI doubles, and carefully edited illusions, there was one actor who still believes danger should be real. One actor who hangs off airplanes, scales skyscrapers, and jumps from the edge of the sky without a stunt double. That actor is Tom Cruise. To many, he's Hollywood's greatest action star. But behind the fearless image is a story few people truly understand. A story of fear, trauma, obsession, and absolute discipline. Because Tom Cruise wasn't born fearless. In fact, he almost became a priest. Tom Cruise was born on July 3, 1962, in Syracuse, New York. His childhood was anything but stable. His father's job was unreliable, forcing the family to move constantly. By the time Tom graduated high school, he had attended 15 different schools. That kind of instability would break most children, but there was more. Cruise has openly spoken about growing up with physical and emotional abuse. His father was controlling, unpredictable, and frightening. On top of that, Tom struggled with dyslexia, which made school humiliating and painful. His confidence collapsed. He felt lost. So lost that at one point he believed becoming a Catholic priest might give his life meaning and safety. But fate had other plans. Everything changed when Tom participated in a high school drama production. Standing on stage, delivering lines, he felt something he had never experienced before: control. Acting gave him clarity, focus, freedom. At 18 years old, with no money and no connections, Tom Cruise moved to Los Angeles to chase a dream most people told him was impossible. He worked odd jobs, faced constant rejection, was told repeatedly that he was too short, too inexperienced, not leading man material. But Cruise refused to quit. In 1983, everything changed with Risky Business. Tom Cruise's performance was effortless, charismatic, and magnetic. That now iconic dance scene didn't just define the film, it defined his career. Hollywood had found a new star, but Cruise wasn't satisfied with being popular. He wanted something bigger, something legendary. That moment arrived with Top Gun in 1986. At first, Cruise wasn't sold on the script, but once he experienced real fighter jets, real Navy training, and real aerial pressure, he understood the power of authenticity. He trained inside F-14 Tomcat jets, enduring intense G-forces that caused him to pass out during practice runs. When Top Gun released, it didn't just succeed, it reshaped pop culture. Ray-Ban sales exploded, U.S. Navy recruitment skyrocketed. Tom Cruise became a global icon. But he still wasn't done evolving. In the early 1990s, Cruise made a bold decision. He didn't just want to star in movies, he wanted to build them. He acquired the rights to Mission Impossible, a 1960s television series, and reimagined it as a grounded, intelligent, high-risk action franchise. When Mission Impossible released in 1996, the world saw something new. Real tension, real danger, real stunts. That vault-hanging scene became iconic, not because it looked dangerous, but because it actually was. With every Mission Impossible film, Cruise pushed the boundaries further. In Mission Impossible 2, he scaled a 1,200-foot cliff using minimal safety equipment. One failure meant certain death. In Ghost Protocol, he climbed the outside of the Burj Khalifa, the tallest building in the world, without a stunt double. High winds threatened his grip at every moment. In Fallout, he executed a real halo jump from over 25,000 feet, a maneuver used by elite military forces. Low oxygen, extreme altitude, zero margin for error. Cruise trained for months and completed over 100 practice jumps. No CGI, no shortcuts, only commitment. Despite his reputation for stunts, Cruise never abandoned dramatic storytelling. Rain Man, Born on the 4th of July, A Few Good Men, The Last Samurai, Edge of Tomorrow. These performances proved something crucial. Tom Cruise isn't chasing danger for spectacle, he's chasing excellence. In an era where technology replaces effort, Tom Cruise represents something rare: discipline over convenience. Now, in his 60s, he continues to train harder than actors half his age. Not for ego, not for headlines, but because he believes audiences deserve honesty. And with Mission Impossible: Dead Reckoning Part 2, that belief has been fully proven. The film didn't just raise the bar for action cinema, it reminded the world what commitment actually looks like. At this point, one truth is undeniable. Tom Cruise isn't trying to outdo anyone else, he's trying to outdo himself. Some call it madness, others call it obsession. But that obsession is why Tom Cruise remains irreplaceable. When you watch his films, remember this: every fall, every jump, every impossible moment was real. And that's why Tom Cruise isn't just an action star, he's Hollywood's last real one. If you enjoyed this story, let us know in the comments, which Tom Cruise stunt impressed you the most? Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications for more stories of real legends.